A few weeks ago, I somehow wound up in Taipei. I was in the city, and I had a few days' time to kill. So I went to a night market to grab some food, and you'll never guess what I saw there. A Taiko cabinet! I have to play it. When I say Taiko cabinet, I mean an arcade cabinet for Taiko no Tatsujin, a drum-themed rhythm game that's been around since the early 2000s. You hit this big drum to the rhythm of a song. Notes fly at you from the right side of the screen, and it's your job to hit the drum when they reach you over here on the left. I've heard a little bit about this game. I've seen the Taiko game mode on Osu, and my friends have told me about it. So when I saw that arcade cabinet in the night market, I just knew I had to give it a shot. In this video, I'm going to be trying my hand at Taiko no Tatsujin for the first time. Let's see how I do. Part 1. My background in music and gaming. I'm a musician who plays drums, piano, and guitar. I have been a drummer for almost a decade, playing a lot of jazz, J-rock, hip-hop, video game music, and other stuff I've arranged and composed myself. Of all the instruments I've learned to play, the drum kit is the one I find to be the most viscerally, physically fun. The act of slamming things with sticks is just fun. How couldn't it be? When it comes to drums and percussion, rhythm is the name of the game, so you'd assume I'd be good at rhythm games, right? I have a little bit of experience with rhythm games, not a whole lot, but more than nothing. I have played some Osu in the past, and I've found that to be pretty fun.
That's what I'm fucking talking about!
I'm not great at it though, and besides Osu, I'm not much of a rhythm gamer, or really a gamer in general. The only game I've really put a lot of time into is Super Smash Bros. Melee, my favorite video game of all time. Back in January of last year, I didn't even know what a roguelike was. I still don't really know what roguelike means, so I kinda feel like I'm woefully unprepared as I step up to the Taiko cabinet. Part 2. My first time playing Taiko no Tatsujin. I pulled up to the machine and inserted 3 coins, only to realize that that was the last of the cash I had left. Oops. The game costs 30 new Taiwan dollars for 3 plays. That's about $1 US. In order to record my own gameplay, I devised a horribly jank setup which involved securing my phone to my chest using my backpack strap.
Oh, I hope this works.
And then, it was go time. You know me, being the crazy man that I am. For the first chart I would ever play on Taiko no Tatsujin ever in my life, I jumped straight to Megalovania, 7 stars. Cause you know, I like a challenge.
Oh god.
Unfortunately, the replay for this part got kind of messed up. You notice how there's a bunch of random cuts and pauses and zooms. I think it was because my chest was touching my phone and pressing on the phone screen. So I have to skip the entire beginning of this song because it's unwatchable, because it's all cut up. I also didn't record any video commentary for this part, for my playthrough of this chart, because, you know, half the video is gone because I had to cut it out because it's unwatchable, so I figured it wasn't worth it. I'm doing pretty well though, way better than you'd expect a beginner to be doing. Something I noticed immediately was the fact that it didn't feel like I was playing a video game. It felt like I was playing an instrument. It just feels like I'm drumming to the beat of my favorite songs. It felt really good. The combination of the tactile feedback of the drum controller and the auditory response of each drum hit made playing this game feel really musical. I felt right at home. You can see here I mess up because I want to keep playing the same thing. Yeah, see how I mess up because I want to keep playing the pattern of 2 center hits and 1 rim hit, and then I mess up what comes next. But despite it all, despite the messed up replay, and despite the little mistakes here and there, I'm actually finishing pretty strong. Nicely done. Not bad. Not bad at all. I surprised myself with how well I did on Megalovania 7 stars. In fact, I considered it kind of a fluke. A combination of me knowing the tune very well beforehand, and maybe getting a little lucky on my first attempt. So for most of the rest of this session, I choose charts that are easier. Plus, I just want to have fun and play charts for anime songs that I like. So I start looking through the menus for tunes that I know. Among the tunes that I know, I end up finding A Cruel Angel's Thesis, Gurenge, some more stuff from the Undertale soundtrack, and this one, Idol. All tunes that I'm looking forward to playing. Idol, good song. 4-star map. Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's get an SS.
No easy feat, right? Oh my god. Oh! So you can hear me say right here, let's get an SS. I'm talking about getting an SS rank like in Osu. You get an SS rank on a beat map in Osu when you complete it perfectly. You hit everything perfectly, no misses, not even any notes okay. Every note flawless through the entire thing, 100% accuracy. I told myself, let's get an SS, because this was only a 4-star map, and I thought that it wouldn't be too hard. But little did I know that I was gonna miss the very first note. Oh god, I'm a failure. Okay, besides that blunder at the beginning, not looking too bad. See me messing up there? That's my drummer's instinct taking over. I want to just keep playing the same groove that I've been playing. There I adapt. I'm lagging behind a little bit though. My rhythm isn't great. But at least I'm hitting the notes. For the most part. I love this song. Sight reading is really hard. That's a topic I'll talk about later on. But for charts like these that aren't too fast and don't have too many notes, I find the sight reading to be not too bad, pretty manageable. Can I keep this combo up until the end? Yes, I can! I did not get a full combo, but I got close. And cut me some slack, okay? This is my first time playing. Uh-oh, I'm all out of cash. I have no coins left. So I spot a Family Mart on the street corner and go inside, where I find an ATM.
Oh, baby.
I know there's a gigantic fee for cash withdrawals overseas, but I have to play more Taiko. So I get my cash and head back, only to remember that I need coins for the arcade cabinet. After feeling stupid for 3 seconds, I ask the cashier for change, get my coins, and then run back to the Taiko cabinet. Up next, Hopes and Dreams by Toby Fox from Undertale. In my opinion, this tune is like 10 times better than Megalovania, but Megalovania is the one that gets all the attention, which drives me insane. This is tripping me up a little bit. Even though I know this tune, and I love it a lot, I'm not doing amazingly on this chart. Because the rhythms that are coming are not rhythms that I expect. This part I'm doing okay on. My rhythmic accuracy isn't amazing, but, you know, whatever. Keep messing up that 3-note figure there. See? That there. I got that one, but this one I miss. Missed that. Okay, now I'm hitting the 3-note pattern. There we go, hitting that 3-note. Yeah, okay. I'm adapting, I'm learning. During my time playing Taiko no Tatsujin, I found I was able to immediately notice rhythmic figures that I missed, and instantly adapt to them on the fly. Maybe it's an advantage of being a musician/drummer. Bit shaky at the end there, but we'll take it. Okay, how did I do? I did okay, I guess. Oh, shit! By the way, I can't read Japanese, so I'm just navigating through these menus completely blind and just trying to hear something that I like. So you can imagine when I clicked over to this one, and then I heard A Cruel Angel's Thesis come out, I got so excited. Good, you didn't miss the first note like you did the other time. Rhythmic accuracy not the best. Maybe I should be easier on myself about the rhythmic accuracy. Honestly, I should be glad that I'm hitting the notes at all. I'm surprised I was able to sight read this part correctly. The notes were coming at me kinda fast, and I had no clue what rhythms were coming up. I just let my instincts take control. I just played what felt natural, and it turned out to be correct. I think I was barely even reading this part. Okay, strong finish. At some point, a little girl came up to the cabinet wanting to play, so I gave her my right drumstick and let her play with me. And you can hear her grab the stick and start hitting the drum next to me. That's her.
No, over here.
And I indicate to her that she's got to hit the drum with me. She's not very good at taking directions, though. But she seemed more interested in swinging the drumstick around wildly and quickly lost interest in the game. At this point, she throws the stick on the ground and runs away. Her parents seem to get a kick out of it, though. Okay, we're back to it. This tune I recognized from an old YouTube video that was called Impossible Piano Song or something. There were like 50 notes being played at once. I didn't know it was from Toho, though. Yeah, it's this one that goes da 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 da. It's this one. For sure. Jesus Christ. What's with me and missing the first note? I'm a failure. Because my sight reading isn't good, I'm relying on my knowledge of the rhythms of the tune. Okay, I'm kind of killing it. Let's go. Yeah, knowing the tune beforehand really helps a lot. I would be completely hopeless if I didn't already know the tune. That's the reason I knew this rhythmic figure was coming up too. See, my sight reading is so bad I can't even react to these blue circles coming up in time for me to get multiple hits on. Look. I'm trash. Doing okay there? With the slow double strokes? My camera's slipping! No, I got it under control. See, look, I used one of my hands to save my camera while I continue playing with the other hand. I got it. I'm a legend for that. I'm a legend for that! Did you see that? Did you see that? I hit that. I hit that. I can't react to the blue circles fast enough to hit those, but I can react to this. Oh man. I must simply be built different.
Okay, I got one more in me.
Yeah, one more. Looks like I got one more session left in me. 3 plays, 3 rounds. And there's my reflection. Look carefully at my chest. You can see my setup. I've got my phone stuck in my backpack chest strap. That's how I've been recording all these games. Okay, back to it! And this is the most important part of playing this game. Picking a 6 skin. Oh yeah, I like that one. Is that a rocket launcher? Yeah, that's why I chose this one. He's got like a samurai helmet on, and he's got a rocket launcher. Doesn't get better than that. Oh, this is a good one.
If I don't perfect this, I'm quitting.
You hear me? Let's see if I can do it. I don't know what I'm talking about when I say perfect score, because my rhythmic accuracy is far from perfect. I think I meant to say full combo. Oh, what a roll! God, I just know I'm gonna like sneeze and then miss a note. Okay, give me my perfect score. There we go!
I think that was perfect.
Can't read that, but I hope that says perfect. Not quite perfect, but a full combo, so not bad.
This one's for Judicator.
I found out about this song because of Judicator. In case you don't know, Judicator is the friend of mine who got me into Osu. He's the reason I'm on a rhythm game kick recently. He got me into Osu January of last year, which is almost exactly a year ago. And playing Osu piqued my interest in other rhythm games. Without Judicator, I don't think I'd be playing rhythm games. I wouldn't be playing Taiko no Tatsujin. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I would have just gotten into rhythm games later. Who knows?
I don't even remember how the song goes.
Damn, what a roll, dude. That's the drummer buff in action, baby. On day 1, I can already execute fast single-stroke rolls. You can hear the sounds of the night market in the background. Is that somebody screaming? Let's ignore that. Okay, let's go. Looking good. Rhythm is kind of off there, but whatever. So on these eighth notes, in the beginning I was late, and then I sped it up. I adapted. I realized I was late. See, in these ones I'm late, a little bit late. But then I realized that I'm late and then I speed it up so I can get back on track. Yeah, and then I start hitting imperfect. So I speed up in the middle in order to get my rhythmic accuracy back up. And then I fuck up the last one. Oops. Early there. I sped up in order to correct my timing. I guess I sped up a little too far. This is a good song. You can see me slowing down on this roll. I'm getting tired. Uh-huh. That must have hurt my hand. Okay, I have one more play left on this session with my 3 coins. For my last tune of the day, I decided to return to where it all began. And maybe, hopefully, get a better score this time. It's time to return to Megalovania, 7 stars. Oh yeah.
Let's end on this one.
Oh yeah.
It had to be this one.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, get it. I'm a little late, but all that matters is that I pass, that I clear the chart at this point. By now, a group of around 5 random people have gathered to stand behind me and watch me play. Wasn't expecting that to happen. And knowing this tune like the back of my hand is really helping me here. It's really carrying me. There's no way I'd be able to sight read all of this and get everything right. Yeah, no, there's no way. It's only because I know how the tune goes already. Ah, I just barely messed that up. Oh, I'm missing some stuff. But all I've got to do is clear. I saved my camera. These tough rolls here. Oh man. Damn, I don't know if I can clear it because I'm not there yet. See that? I'm not there yet. In this specific instance, knowing this tune beforehand helped me land these hits on the syncopated rhythm of the melody. Before I had even seen the rhythm for the first time, I already knew what it was going to be. I should really alternate here. Make my life a lot easier. Also, I'm missing stuff. No, come on. Okay, nice. Finish strong. Pretty good. And with that, day 1 is complete. That about does it for my first time playing Taiko no Tatsujin. I had a ton of fun playing. I also think part of the reason I really enjoyed playing was because by the time I pulled up to the night market, it had been many days since I had last played drums or any instrument at all. Ask any musician. If they go too long without playing music, they start going through withdrawal symptoms. A musician needs to practice their instrument and make music. We can't live without it. It's like drinking water. It's essential. So I really wanted to play drums, or at least hit something with a drumstick. Taiko no Tatsujin allowed me to do that. Thank you, Taiko, for that. The very next day, I planned to go on a hike up Xiangshan. That's Elephant Mountain, a well-known mountain peak not far from Taipei 101. I wanted to then spend the entire afternoon hiking through the forest out back. But when I got to the Taipei metro station, I got distracted. Because I found another arcade that had a Taiko cabinet. Part 3. My second time playing Taiko no Tatsujin. In the beginning, I intended to only play at this arcade for 30 minutes to an hour and then leave so I could go on my hike. I was a little intimidated stepping foot in this arcade because everybody was super cracked at whatever game they were playing. But my desire to play more Taiko took hold of me, and I hopped on the cabinet. Back at it. And this time I'm in the arcade that's in the Taipei Station Front Metro Mall. Based on my experiences the previous day, I was feeling pretty comfortable. I felt like I could clear any chart I played. Unfortunately, I was wrong.
This shit's impossible, dude.
You'll see in a second. It was on this day that I learned you could perform a bounce roll on the drum to get more hits in. For some reason, I thought the Taiko drum controller was not sensitive enough to register the weaker hits of the bounce roll, the second and third and fourth hits, so I just never tried doing a bounce roll. But I was wrong. Apparently the controller is pretty sensitive to drum strokes, even soft ones. You can see that I'm hitting the drum controller really hard in general, because I thought that it wouldn't register my soft hits. I just always thought this way. I don't know why. I guess I just thought Taiko drum plus big stick equals must hit hard. What's this? Oh, good one. Again today, I'm mostly doing what I did the day before. Looking for songs I enjoy and playing their Taiko charts, because I find that to be really fun. But, later today, I venture into unknown territory and have an experience I'll never forget. This is the opening for Jujutsu Kaisen. Speaking of Jujutsu Kaisen, that new Jujutsu Kaisen season was crazy. You can see me fiddling with my camera. Come on, come on, come on. I got it in time. Yeah, you know what's weird about this chart? The chart seems like it's running at half speed because the drums in this tune go like... But this chart is, you'll see. So it's going twice as slow as I feel like it should be, and that catches me off guard. Looking pretty good so far. Pretty good. Oh, this is a good one. They're all good ones. Learned about this song from Judicator too. Judicator is just a weeb, and he's been showing me what life is like for a weeb. Showing me all this J-Rock, getting me into Osu. What's next, dude? He gonna fucking... I'm not gonna say it. You know what always cracks me up is how they got the characters busting a move down at the bottom. This squid is feeling himself right now. Look at him. Look at him get down, dude. Wait, that's not a squid. What the fuck is that? That's not a squid. Check out this roll. Woo! What a double stroke roll, dude. I'm not proud of this though. Damn, missed those. Yeah, he slowed down there. Also, check out my skin. Look at that. I have a crab on my head. The fuck is that? I love it. This song here is a pretty fast song, making it a little harder. But you'll notice I'm able to sight read most parts without issue. But in areas of the chart where note density is higher, I start to struggle. Nice. Again. Killing it. Absolutely killing it. Okay, here comes the chorus. Messing up. And then that threw me off and I started missing a bunch of stuff. But now I'm back on track. Okay, there we go. Ah, this screwed me up. You can also see that I'm not really good at getting back on track after messing up. Here. Yeah, if I get thrown off my balance, I'm just screwed for the next 5 seconds or so. It's hard for me to get back on track.
Okay, I think this is the hardest one I've ever attempted. Here we go.
At around this point, I was feeling daring enough to jump headfirst into another 7-star chart. Everything else today had been 6 stars or below. This one was on a level above all the others so far. I also first heard this song when I played OSIT. Okay, got the setup. 7 stars. Let's get into it!
Oh shit.
Yeah, oh shit is right, dude.
7 stars?
Come on, you got this. I remember being a little nervous as I started this chart because I didn't know this song too well. Let's go. Okay. Good start. Besides that miss, good start. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm messing stuff up. Let's go. Oh, that's fast. This is tough, dude. But I'm getting these 3-note patterns down. Plus, I'm missing these. That quick 2-note group that comes up. Yeah, I'm not aware. I'm not ready. Hitting those every single fucking day of the week, though. Yeah, bring it on. Bring it on. I got it. Never mind, I don't got it. I'm missing all those. Woo! That was the cleanest single stroke roll I've ever done in my life. Doing pretty well. What are you relaxing for, dude? Putting your sticks in one hand? You got more notes coming. Uh-huh. Yeah, I messed up a little bit. This game is hard, dude.
Oh god.
There's more, dude. This game takes a lot out of you. Uh-huh. Not bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that shit was tough. I did clear it, though. On my first try. Pretty good.
Okay, never mind. This one will be the hardest one that I've ever attempted.
Up until this point, I had not yet played a single chart that felt like a genuine challenge. I was clearing everything on my first try, even the highest apparent difficulties for many songs. so I started looking through the menus for tunes that I did not know, tunes that I had never heard before, hoping to find one that I enjoyed, with a difficulty of 8 stars or higher. And I found a tune called Flower that I liked the sound of. I almost thought this game was too easy for me, but that all changed right here. Rough start. Oh, there's a lot of notes. Yeah, this is really hard to read, and you can see me struggling with the sight reading. Yeah, at this point it looks like I don't know what I'm doing. Because I don't! No, I'm messing everything up. This is what you get when you suck at sight reading and you're playing a tune that you don't know. Wow, this does not look good. No.
What the hell, dude?
I'm suffering, man. I'm struggling. It's not going well. You can see me completely stop playing for a second. Yeah, right there. Because I'm so confused. I have no clue what's going on. I just need to pause for a second. Okay, at least I can read that.
Oh my god.
Here, though, I do catch on to this rhythmic pattern of the 2 groups of 2 notes. This one here, I do catch on to this, and I start hitting it. Like there, yeah. So I'm still struggling, but I'm learning. At least got some points on the board. And I made it about halfway to a clear.
This shit's impossible, dude.
After getting my ass kicked by this tune, I felt humbled. I found it really difficult to sight read so quickly, and not knowing the music didn't help. Okay, so that one didn't go well, but here I give it another shot. This time, I'm learning from my mistakes. Hopefully. The key word is hopefully. The first time I played, I was hearing this tune for the first time. This second time around is different, because now I've seen the chart, and I've heard the tune once. Will that be enough? Let's find out. Here we go. My second attempt. The beginning still messing me up. Yeah, I'm hitting that. Still kinda tough, but I'm doing better than last time. Even if only by a little bit. I'm definitely still struggling with sight reading. Oh, I'm getting that. Nice. I've got that 2 groupings of 2 notes totally down. These ones. Because now I know I've got to expect them. So now I can hit them. Okay, I'm on a roll. Doing way better than last time. My comments while I'm playing are the best. It's looking like I'm gonna clear this one, if I keep it up. Oh my god, let's go. Falling behind a little bit, but it's okay. We made it! I cleared it.
Well, at least I passed this time.
It turns out it was enough. In just a few hours of gameplay, I cleared an 8-star chart for a tune I heard once. That's me playing drum rudiments on the Taiko drum controller. A couple of 6-stroke rolls, some paradiddles, some doubles and singles mixed in there. I first stumbled upon the arcade around 12:30, and by the time I decided to leave, it was 3:20. So I spent almost 3 hours in this arcade instead of going on the hike like I planned. Oops. I ended up hiking to the top of Elephant Mountain afterwards, but I didn't have time to hike through the forest out back, because it got dark. Blame Taiko no Tatsujin. Part 3.5, my third time playing Taiko no Tatsujin. I didn't get any footage of this, but I went back to the same arcade because I wanted to play more because this game is so addicting! It was mostly more of the same old, me playing some charts for tunes I liked, playing some charts for tunes I'd never heard before, and having a lot of fun. But, some things to note. It was on this day that I learned that there was a difficulty level higher than the third difficulty level. I talked to this one guy on the Taiko cabinet next to mine, and he showed me how to unlock the higher difficulty by hitting the right edge of the drum 10 times. I tried playing Megalovania on this new high difficulty level and got absolutely run over. I could not keep up. There was just way too much going on. So I guess now I've experienced firsthand just how high the skill ceiling for this game really goes. Pretty damn high. I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to play Taiko no Tatsujin again, but if I do, I'll make sure to film myself attempting an Oni map and failing miserably. That ought to be fun for all of you to watch. Part 4. A drummer's thoughts on Taiko no Tatsujin. Playing Taiko no Tatsujin was a ton of fun. I'll have to find an arcade near me in California that has a Taiko cabinet because I legit can't get enough of this game. I have some thoughts to share about Taiko no Tatsujin as a drummer. First, let me break down why I think I was able to play at a relatively high level on my first day. Of course, the surface level analysis is, you play drum, Taiko drum game easy, but I want to dig a little deeper than that. Your brain has a limited capacity for processing stimuli from the outside world and acting based on what it senses. Every ounce of brain power you spend doing one thing is an ounce of brain power you can't spend doing something else. You know this to be true. You can't focus on 20 tasks at once and do them all perfectly. A true beginner to Taiko no Tatsujin would be spending all their brain power thinking about how to hold the drumstick, how to swing the drumstick, how to time their drum stroke correctly, and more. But because I have almost a decade of experience drumming, the basics come naturally to me. I don't have to think about how to hold the stick or how to swing the stick. I don't have to consciously direct the motor neurons in my hand and arm to activate based on a signal from my brain. I just do it, because I've done it a million times before. I just execute the move. Therefore, despite having never played this game before, I was able to instantly jump to 7 and 8-star maps. I did not have to expend any brain power thinking about these things. It was all easy for me. I feel as though all the aspects of my drumming experience, all the ways my drumming has helped me at Taiko no Tatsujin, can be boiled down and summarized in 3 main categories: my arm and wrist technique, my timekeeping, and my sense for rhythm. From the get-go, I knew how to hold the sticks and how to use my wrists and arms to execute clean, efficient drum strokes. I didn't have to think about any of that. It's all become muscle memory to me. I know how to alternate single strokes, how to perform double stroke rolls, how to coordinate my left and right arms to do what I want them to do, when I want them to do it, and how to do all of this quickly, cleanly, and efficiently. That is, only using as much energy as needed and no more. I was also able to keep a steady tempo right away. Most people can do this on a basic level. They can tap their foot to the beat of a song, for example. But it's a little trickier to be able to execute more complex actions while keeping time, and not speeding up or slowing down or losing your count. My years of drumming have helped me learn to keep a steady tempo and play complicated rhythms while keeping time. It's like I'm using 10% of my brain to keep time and the other 90% of my brain to play, and these 2 parts of my brain are running independently of one another. My timekeeping skill also helped me get back on track. If I noticed I was falling behind, I'd speed up. If I noticed I was rushing, I'd slow down. Timekeeping skill allows me to be fully aware of the song's tempo and locked into it, so I can correct myself when I waver. Stuff still catches me off guard though, I'm not perfect. Lastly, my rhythmic sense is decent. Playing drums has exposed me to a lot of common rhythms and stickings for these rhythms. Sticking, in drumming terms, simply means stroke order pattern. So, many common stroke order patterns have become muscle memory for me. So if I know this rhythm is coming up, like this one in 6 trillion years, I don't need to think, ooh, I need to swing my right hand, then my left hand, then my right hand quickly, and then wait a little bit, and then swing my left hand, and then wait a little bit, and then repeat that over again. I just think, play that rhythm. And I execute it without a second thought. By the way, for those of you seeing drumsticking notation for the first time, R beneath a note simply means you swing your right hand to hit the note, and L means you swing your left. So RL, RL means right, left, right, left. All these common rhythms, like 8th, 16th, 16th. Or 4/16. Or 3/8 notes with the first accented. I've seen them and I've played them so many times that I don't need to think about the individual notes anymore when I see them coming up. I barely think at all, really, I just play the whole thing. And that helps a lot because it frees up my mental stack. It allows me to use my brain power to think about other things, to focus on other things, like sight reading the chart. And oh god, I hate sight reading! Second, knowing songs made a huge difference. If I play a song that I've listened to many times, like Zenzenzense, or Kaikai, Kitan, or Hopes and Dreams, I will know the song very well already and will have some sense for the rhythms that appear on the chart. This makes it way easier for me to clear a chart because I know what to expect. Whereas playing a chart for a completely new tune has me struggling, and that's because I have to sight read. This is where I really struggled. I'm totally new to seeing notes flying at me from the side of the screen. I've never had to deal with this before. If you've watched my Osu videos, you know I suck at sight reading in Osu too, and I suck at sight reading actual sheet music. Sight reading in rhythm games, like Osu and Taiko no Tatsujin, is a skill in and of itself, and because I have not put much time into training and refining this skill, I am bad at it. This was my first time playing, after all. I was able to get through maps that weren't super difficult to sight read by relying on my skill as a drummer and my knowledge of the rhythms of the tune. But new tunes, and tunes that were hard to sight read, completely destroyed me.
This shit's impossible, dude.
I don't really mind being bad at sight reading, because I don't really see myself playing this game very much in the future. Don't get me wrong, it was a really fun game and I really enjoyed playing it. But the thing is, I'm not sure if there are any arcades near me that have the game, and I'm not about to buy a Switch, a whole ass Nintendo Switch, just to play this game. Remember, I don't play video games very often, but that may all change if I find an arcade near me that has Taiko no Tatsujin. Looking at you, round 1. Here's something else I forgot to mention earlier. Playing this game is hard if you're tall. I'm not insanely tall, but I am a decent bit taller than the average US male, and that means that my torso will be higher up relative to the taiko drum when I'm playing this game. Which then means that the natural arc of my arm and hand when I execute a drum stroke will put my stick higher up on the drum. This is bad because it means I end up hitting really close to the top rim when I want to hit red notes, when I want to do center hits. And hitting near the rim is worse because the response of the drum feels worse, there's not as much rebound, and I think the controller is less sensitive near the rims and more sensitive near the center. If I want to hit near the center of the drum, I have to slouch over, or sit down, or spread my feet out really wide, and I didn't do any of that. My fault, I guess. I should have done that. Also, I should state why I think my rhythmic accuracy wasn't great. I'm used to drumming on thin sticks, like these ones. They sit very nicely in your palm, and I have a lot of control over them. I've spent years playing the drum kit on these sticks. So when I play this game, and suddenly jump up to sticks that are 3 times the size, all that control goes out the window. These sticks are way heavier, they're a different shape, and they are way harder to bounce. It's like playing baseball with a normal bat for your whole life, and then right before a big game, someone hands you a sledgehammer and tells you to go get 'em. It's not going to work! So my degree of control over such thick sticks was considerably lower than what I think I would have had with classic drumsticks. I do think I'd be able to get used to the feeling of these taiko sticks if I kept playing. Will I keep playing? Maybe. Again, that depends on whether or not there's an arcade near me that has the game. And one last drummer thought about Taiko no Tatsujin. Something I've mentioned before that bears repeating. It's that playing the game really does feel just like drumming. Maybe it's obvious because to play the game you have to literally hit a big drum, but it goes beyond that. For one, The placements of the notes in the game's charts are usually pretty well thought out, and the rhythms are usually pretty on point. The selections of center hits versus rim hits, being like kick and snare hits, are spot on. The center hits in Taiko no Tatsujin usually correlate pretty well with where a kick drum hit would go in a song, and the same goes for rim hits with snare drum hits. There's also the fact that the drum controller gives you auditory feedback whenever you strike it. It plays back sound effects for your center and rim hits in real time. It's a small detail, but it goes a long way towards making gameplay feel more musical. Now let's compare this game to a game like Osu, another rhythm game I enjoy quite a bit. When I'm playing this game, it feels way more like I'm interacting with the music, because it feels like I'm playing a percussion part to an arrangement of the song. The connection between me and the instrument is already there, and Taiko no Tatsujin just assumes the form of the instrument. It takes this drum and presents it to me as a control interface to use to play the game. When I'm playing Osu, I play using my mouse and my keyboard. It doesn't really feel like I'm making music or interacting with the music per se. It feels more like I'm running through a difficult obstacle course, or doing a difficult hand-eye coordination trial, where the obstacles are kind of somewhat related to the music. When I'm playing Taiko no Tatsujin, though, it just feels like I'm drumming. It feels like I'm fully immersed in the music, like I'm playing an instrument. I keep going back and forth between saying that I won't play this game in the future because the Switch is too expensive and I'm not sure where to play it, and saying that I will play it in the future because I'll search far and wide for an arcade that has it. So here's the final word on the matter. I probably will try and play again. I'll try and find an arcade that has Taiko no Tatsujin, like around one location near me or something like that, because this was the most fun that I've had playing a video game that wasn't Melee in a long time. This game was really, really fun. That's the reason I stayed at the arcade way longer than I expected on day 2, and it's the reason why I came back to the arcade on day 3. I just wanted to play more, using the limited time I had left in Taipei, because this game was so fun. When I'm playing this game, everything just feels natural. It just feels like I'm striking a drum. It just feels like I'm playing music. And to me, there's nothing better. So, I will try my hardest to find an arcade that has Taiko no Tatsujin, so I can play more, and of course, I'll update you. Well, that's it for this video. If I get more chances to play in the future, I'll make some update videos. But until then, check out my other videos, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, you know the drill. I have a lot of fun making these videos, and supporting the channel, and/or me, lets me know that I'm doing something right. Thanks for watching. See ya.